All right, everyone. Let's see. Not sure why that's not popping up. Okay. So this is the last homework assignment for this week. Chapter 6, homework number 9. Solve these systems of equation by using any method. Check each solution if possible. All right, so this one right here, let's look at A. It looks like we can almost cancel out the three y's and the three y's. We need one of them to be opposite negative. So I think I'm going to do the bottom one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and multiply the bottom equation by negative 1. All right, so that means the top equation is still going to stay the same. Top equation is still going to look like 2x plus 3y equals 9. Bottom equation is now going to be just 3x because it's the opposite of 3, negative 3x. And it's going to be negative 3y is equal to, and then it's going to be positive 6. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. Right? And by doing this, my y's cancel and I just add, and I will get 5x equals 15 divided by 5, and we get x equals 3. All right, so all I did was just divided by 5, and we get x equals 3. Okay, now, just because you got the x doesn't mean you're done. Right? X equals 3 means that you got to find the y. So you're going to put the 3 in place of the x. Top or bottom, doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. So x equals 3. So I'm going to go ahead and write that equation down. I'm going to put it in green just so we don't get mixed up. So it's going to be 2 times 3 plus 3y equals 9. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 3y equals 9. Subtract 6 from both sides. 3y equals 3. 9 minus 6 is 3. And then divided by 3, we get y equals 1. So now we have our answer for that first one. Okay, the answer is x value 3, y value 1. That's your answer. Part B. So part B, if you look at it just like how we did in class, this is going to be a substitution method, right? So because x is solve for 8 minus 2y, we're going to go ahead and put that in place of the x right here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that second equation. Second equation is going to look like y minus x equals 4. But remember, we're going to substitute x for, in place of x, we're going to put in 8 minus 2y. And notice I'm using parentheses because it's actually minus the whole x. So it's going to be minus, and then this whole thing is x. So keep that in mind. And we want everything to be the opposite, and that's going to equal 4, finishing up the copying. Right? Rewriting this, y minus 8, negative, and negative 2y is a positive 2y equals 4. Combine the 1y and the 2y, which we will make 3y, minus 8 equals 4. Add 8 to both sides, and we will get y equals, that's gone, 3y equals 4 plus 8 is 12, and then divided by 3, and we should get the answer. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that's one of our answers. Okay. And since we know y is 4, we're going to go ahead and put that into one of our equations. We could put it anywhere we want. Okay. Let's just say we put it in, let's say we put it on the bottom, right? And it works either way. So y equals 4. Right? So we put 4 where the y is. This is saying 4 take away what? Equals 4. So it should be 0, right? So it should be x equals 0. 4 take away 0 will give you 4. Okay? And if you put it on the top, it's the same thing. And the top actually makes more sense. The top, if you put the y where the top is, right here, yeah. So it'll be x equals 8 minus, and then 2 times 4 is 8 also. So it'd be 8 minus 8, and x equals 0. So the answer for that second problem, x equals 0, y equals 4. Okay, I'm going to erase all this because it's a little messy. If you need to pause and copy some stuff down, do so at the moment. If you need to rewind and review, do it. Okay, it's not just about the answers. Keep that in mind. Okay, this one right here, letter C, they're both equal to y, so I can actually use the equal values method. So because they're both equal to y, I can now say negative 1/2 x plus 7 equals x minus 8. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and combine. So I'm going to go ahead and do a minus 7. I get negative 1/2 x equals x minus 15. Now I'm going to go ahead and minus x. Remember, that's actually a 1. So minus 1x. So negative 1/2 and negative 1. What does that make? Right, if you're not sure, use a calculator. Right? So negative 1/2, and then we're going to take away 1. That makes negative 1.5. So we have negative 1.5 x equals negative 15. Okay, we're going to go ahead and divide it by negative 1.5. Which will cancel these out. You get x equals, and figure it out from your calculator, right? Negative 1. Negative 15 divided by negative 1.5. That gets me 10. So if x is 10, right? Figure out what the y is. And both of these are equal to y, so you can use either one. I'm going to go ahead and use the bottom one. So I'm going to go ahead and use this bottom one. And I'm going to go ahead and put 10 in place of the bottom one. So put 10 right here. 10 in place of the x. So y is equal to 10 minus 8, or y equals, what's 10 minus 8? Y equals 2. Okay, so your answer for that one is x equals 10, y equals 2. Okay, D. If you look at both of these, they're both solved. Actually, they're both not solved. They're both in standard form, which means that you're going to have to try to get them. You're going to use the elimination method to try to cancel one of them out. Okay, if you look at the x's, okay, they don't look very similar. They don't look like you can turn them into each other anytime soon. But if you look at the y's, it actually looks a lot simpler. You can turn the 5 into a 10, right? So you can say, I'm going to go ahead and multiply the bottom equation by 2. So if you multiply the bottom equation by 2, 2 times 5 is 10, but I need that to be negative. So I'm going to go ahead. Excuse me. So instead of multiplying it by 2, I'm going to multiply by negative 2. Okay, and I'm going to write my new equation down. New equation is 9x plus 10y equals 14. And if I multiply, I'm going to get negative 14x minus 10y equals negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. And I'm going to go ahead and combine that. So by doing this, I've allowed the 10y and negative 10y to cancel. And I will get 9 minus 14. It's going to be negative 5x. And 14 plus 6 is 20. Divided by negative 5. You get x equals negative 4. Okay, that's your first part of your answer. Okay, now you're going to look at your best thing to do is look at the two original answers, two original equations. You can look at the other ones that you changed, but I wouldn't suggest that because those are just bigger, usually bigger solutions. Okay, I'm going to use green. So I'm going to say, I'm going to use the bottom equation. 7x plus 5y equals negative 3. And instead of x, I'm going to use negative 4. So I'm going to write 7. And then again, instead of x, I'm going to use negative 4 because that's what it says. X equals negative 4. Copy the rest. Plus 5y equals negative 3. 7 times negative 4 is negative 28. Plus 5y equals negative 3. Get rid of the 28 by adding 28. Okay, that's going to allow you to cancel. You will have 5y equals negative 3 and positive 28 makes positive 25. Divided by 5, and you will have your answer. Y equals 5. That's your second part of the answer. So your solution, x equals negative 4, y equals 5. Okay, backside. Amy thinks the solution to the system below is negative 4, negative 6. Eric thinks the solution is 8, 2. Can they both be correct? Demonstrate that you know who is correct by showing the work for both possible solutions. All right, so we'll put Amy as red. So Amy, we're going to put in negative 6 and negative 4 for both. So we're going to put negative 4 right here. I'm going to put negative 6 right here. Okay, so working this out, 2 times negative 4 is going to give me negative 8. Negative 3 times negative 6 is going to give me positive 18. And does that equal 10? Yeah, it does, right? So this is 10 equals 10, right? That works. That is a true statement. So Amy so far is right, but we got to check Amy's second. Right, Amy, we're going to put in negative 4 for x, and we're going to put in negative 6 for y. Okay, so this one right here, we're going to go ahead and do. So 6 times negative 6 is negative 36 is going to equal 4 times negative 4 is negative 16 minus 20. So is negative 36 equal to negative 16 and minus 20 is negative 36? Right? That is true. So we know Amy is good. Check. Okay. Now let's look at, if you needed it, you should have paused it. Right. Now let's look at Eric. Eric is in blue. So Eric is 8, 2. So do the same thing again. X is 8. Y is 2. So we will have 8 times 2 right here. 8 times 2, 16. Minus 3 times 2 is 6. And does that equal 10? Yeah. That's 16 minus 6 is 10 equals 10. We are good. Okay, let's look at the second equation. We're going to put 8, sorry, y is 2. So we're going to put 2 right here, and we're going to put 8 right here. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and copy that down. 6 times 2 is 12 equals 8 times 4 is 32 minus 20, right? So is 12 equal to, and 32 minus 20 is 12. So that also works. So Eric, yep, also works. So we want to say they both are correct. Okay, last one. Solve each equation for x. Graph your solution on a number line. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so working this out, I think we need to go and do negative 2 times 2x and negative 2 times 1. And then we also need to do the 4 times x and 4 times negative 2. All right, so working this out, we get 10 minus 4x minus 2 equals 4x minus 8. And I'm doing all that at once. On this side, you can combine positive 10 and negative 2 to make positive 8. So this side we will have negative 4x plus 8 equals 4x minus 8. Okay, go ahead and combine like terms. So I'm going to go ahead and add 4x. You can do it different ways, but I'm going to go and do this way. And we will get 8 equals 8x minus 8. And go ahead and add 8. That's going to cancel. And we will get 16 equals 8x. And go ahead and divide it by 8. And get x equals 2. All right, so x equals 2. Yeah, that's my prep.
It's John Smith and Sons.
Okay. All right. No problem. Yeah, I will see you tomorrow. So it says graph your solution. Oh. It says graph your solution on the number line. All right, so the solution on the number line looks like this. Here's a number line. And all I really like to do is put 0 somewhere, probably in the middle. And then 2, is 2 on the left side or the right hand side, right? Well, 2 is on the right hand side. So I want to do that, and that's my solution. Okay. 5. We'll use purple for this one. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing again. This time around, I'm going to go ahead and distribute this negative right here and distribute this negative right here. And that's the only distribution I have to do. So this is going to be 5 minus 2x, and then minus a minus 3 is a positive 3 equals negative 8 plus 2x. Okay, combine terms that are alike. So for example, 5 and positive 3 are alike. I can put that and I can make that into 8. Right, so this will be negative 2x plus 8 equals negative 8 plus 2x. Okay, let's combine some stuff. Right, so let's minus 2x. We will get 8 equals negative 8. This cancels also. Oh, wait. No, I did it wrong. See? I should be adding 2x because that's a minus 2x. So I should be adding 2x, which means it doesn't cancel. But this cancels. So positive 2x and positive 2x makes positive 4x. Okay, so I need to add 8 and add 8. And these cancel. And I will have 16 equals 4x divided by 4. These will cancel, and I will get x equals 4. Again, on my number line, here's 0. That's 4. My answer is just that. There. Okay. Hopefully that helps. I'm not sure why the direction says graph the number on the number line. Okay. Just not even sure. Okay. Have fun, everyone.